wants to design or develop a real laboratory in their own campus. So for this, they have required some monetary fund, right? Because they have need to construct the infrastructures, they have need to purchase the equipment. So in these all things, at almost we have required some monetary fund. But what about the virtual lab? Almost nil. We can see that that is totally free to use. Only the basic requirement, you must have an internet connection and your system, right? Next, we'll talk about the availability. So just tell me one thing, can you access your real laboratory or physical labs at 12 at the night? Then obviously you'll say that no. But virtual lab designed for 24 into 7. You can perform the experiment early in the morning. You can perform the experiment late in the night. So whenever you are free, just you can go through it. Means 24 into 7, you can make the use of it, right? Next, we'll talk about the experimentations part. So your physical labs given the limited options for the innovation, but virtual lab provide wider and safer options for the innovation. Just mark the point, provide wider and safer. So sometimes what happen, everything is not up to you once you goes in your real laboratory. Like you cannot do anything by your own. There are some rules and regulations, there are some terms and conditions, there are some do's and don't, what you can and what you can't. But over our real laboratory, suppose that if you are doing something wrong, so what will be happen? You are not going to damage the equipment, either you are not going to harm yourself. Okay, so that's why virtual lab provide the wider and safer options for the innovations. But lastly, once we discuss about the user experience, then our user experience says that our physical lab is the best and virtual lab is the second best. Why? So just again we'll take example and try to understand these things very clearly. Okay, so just take example. Suppose that there is some student who is from chemical science. Okay, and he has need to mix the two chemicals. But while we are mixing the chemicals, there is a particular gas that is emitting during the reaction, and just you have need to smell the fragrance of that particular gas. So is it possible virtually your laptop, mobile phone or PC will emit any kind of gas and you can smell the fragrance? So you'll say that no, so, and that's right. But once we'll do the same thing in the real laboratory, we can do so. So what I mean to say that the real time hands-on experience which you gain in your real laboratory, nothing can beat that. Even we are from the team of virtual lab, but we never says that your aim is to replace the real laboratory, or in future we are going to do so. No, we cannot. The virtual lab will act as a complementary add-on to your real laboratory. Like before going to your real laboratory, just go to the virtual lab and perform same experiment virtually. So once you'll perform same experiment virtually, what will be happen? Just you are going to get to know each and everything related to that particular experiment. Like what is the aim of this experiment? What are the apparatus we are going to use? What is the theory behind this? What are the various procedure we have need to follow? What are the formula we have to use for the calculation part? So once these all things will be clear in your mind previously, then after once you'll enter in your real laboratory, then you can perform that experiment very well, and even you can ask a lot of query from your faculty member and professors. Like sir or madam, what will be happen if I'll do something like that? Okay, so this is how you can take the benefit of virtual lab platform. Next we'll discuss the types of lab we have. So currently you all can see that there are 3 types of labs we have. The very first one is the modeling and simulation based lab, next measurement based lab, and lastly we have remote TIGAL lab. But currently remote TIGAL lab has been down due to some unavoidable reasons. Okay, so today we are just going to see only these 2 category of lab. First one is the modeling and then measurement, right? So firstly we'll talk about the modeling and simulation based lab. So modeling and simulation based lab are those kinds of lab in which you have given the complete setup, like you can make the use of that particular setup and you can find out the reading. Okay, so such kinds of labs comes under the category of modeling and simulation based lab. Next we have measurement based lab. So we all know that there are so many experiments in which just you have need to find out the exact numerical value. So such kinds of experiment comes under the category of measurement based lab. Okay, and lastly the remote TIGAL lab, as earlier I told you, due to some reason it is down right now. Now just we'll talk about the intended user, that who can make the use of our portal. So I'll say that everyone who are willing to learn, who wants to do something extraordinary, either it is college student, even school students and different researchers also, so they can learn and they can perform the things. Okay, Next, we'll talk about the participating institutes. So you all can see that, there are 11 participating institutes. We have a 6 IIT, like we have a Bombay, Kanpur, Kharagpur, Roorkee, Guwahati, and we have also 5 non-IIT colleges. Okay, so amongst them, our IIT Delhi is the main coordinating institutes. Means all the institutes is get coordinated by the IIT Delhi. Like we have seen the fund for the development part, for the outreach activity. So each and everything is managed by the IIT Delhi. Now we'll discuss the broad areas. So almost you all can see that almost all the area of science and engineering has been covered. Like we have IEC, EE, mechanical, civil, and so on. So all the, and then at the end we have also some applied sciences like physical sciences, chemical sciences, and there are some experiments from the biotechnology also. So almost all the area of science and engineering has been get covered with the help of this platform. Now here we'll discuss about the URL of the website, that how you can reach over on our portal. Okay, so just you have given the URL of our website, that is www.vlab.co.in. So what I'll request each and every participants, please take a snap or please make a note somewhere in a notebook so that you can reach to the main website, that is www.vlab.co.in. So just I'm giving you a time of few seconds, like 5 to 10 seconds. Just take a snap or make a note somewhere in a notebook. Then after we'll proceed further. Okay, right now just we'll talk about the value added in nutshell. So just we are going to conclude all the slide which we have seen in the previous slide. Okay, so the very first thing, that is the on demand lab. Yes, whenever you will make the demand, these lab are there for you. Content at one place. Yes, you are going to get each and everything in a single platform. And next we have a self-evaluations part. So under the self-evaluations part, you have given some pre-test, some post-test, some lab quizzes. Okay, like after the performing the experiment, just you can evaluate yourself, okay, how much things you have learned with the help of this platform. Next, animations and video tutorial inside. Yes, in some experiment we have added some animations and videos also, because we all know that action have a louder impact than word. So once we see anything in the form of animations, then quickly we can learn those things. So that's why we have added more and more animations and videos in some experiments, right? And lastly, if you make mistake, just virtually you can commit any kinds of mistakes over on our portal. As earlier I mentioned that you are not going to damage the equipment and you are not going to harm yourself. Okay, so this is how you are free to commit any mistakes over on the our portal. So in next upcoming slide, this we are going to see some impact of these project, like what is the national impact of this platform. So this is the international impact of our project, that is the virtual lab. So you can see that how many nodal centers we have all across the India. So more than 1800 nodal centers we have, and on those nodal centers we have conducted more than 21,000 workshops. And whatever the usage which we have got, that is a very big number, as you all can see that. Okay, so this is the national impact of this project. So these are some glimpses of a workshop which we have conducted in different institutes. And this is a glimpses of our virtual lab was inaugurated by the Professor Ranjan Bose, who is the PI of this project. Now here we'll talk about the AICT model curriculum. Yes, the virtual lab has been added in the curriculum of AICT. Okay, so any institutes who have a collaboration with AICT, so that particular institute is going to get benefited with the help of this platform. So this slide is basically for the student effectiveness. So as you all can see that if flipping a book will not make you learn, reading it will. So in the similar manner, I can see that like just clicking to the virtual lab experiment will not make you learn, doing it will. Okay. So what I'll suggest after the end of this session, kindly go through the our URL, our website, and perform at least 1 or 2 experiment by your own. Like being a user, just you can got an idea, just you can understand the things, what are the various states and what are the procedure you have need to follow for performing the experiment. Okay, and lastly, if you want to share anything or if you want to ask anything from us, so simply what you can do, just you can send an official email to our official email ID, that is support@blab.co.in. Either you can also call us on the given mobile number during our office time, that is 9 to 5 Monday to Friday. Okay, so this is the support credential. So lastly, we have reached to the end part of this presentation part. So I think you all have got the idea, or you all have understand basically what virtual lab is and how you can make the use of it. Okay, now next things what we'll do, just we'll go for the main website. So for going the main website, just you have need to enter the URL, that is blab.co.in. okay, so once you'll enter the URL, you will be redirected to the main homepage of virtual lab. Okay, so this is the main URL. So once you'll reach on the main URL, you all can see that you have given the various tabs like home, about us, outreach portal, participating institutes, and so on. So just you can explore each and every tabs if you know about the deeper about this particular project. But once you'll go for the NME ICT part, like that is National Mission on Education through Information and Communications Technology. So under the NMEI tab, just you are going to get the link of all the initiative, or I can say that ki all the project which comes under the MOE, that is Ministry of Education. Okay, like here you all can see that ki whatever the various initiative that has been taken by the ministry, like once you other online, once you go for that is the IIT, there is a spoken tutorial by IIT Bombay. Then after we have a Diksha Sagun, e-Pathsala, and there are also you'll get the link of e-library. So almost you have given each and everything over there, like whatever the initiative has been taken by the ministry. Just you can also go for the undergraduate courses like for Swayam Prabha, NDLI, that is the National Digital Library. Okay, spoken tutorial, e-Antra. So whatever the initiative is taken by the Ministry of Education, just you can get the link of each and everything. Okay, then after over there, just for the postgraduate, you have given different things. Just you can go through it and you can just read the content, whatever the content is useful for you. Like you can go for the spoken tutorial of IIT Bombay, you can go for the e-library, e-Antra, and also there is some courses for the robotics. So just you can explore the things by your own. Okay, under the NME ICT tab. But just let me show you one thing, that is the main thing is outreach portal. So simply just I'll go for the outreach portal and I'll let you know what is the main use of this. So once you go for the outreach portal, just here you can see all the live data, like whatever the nodal centers we have right now, how many users we have trained, how many workshops we have conducted. So each and everything you can see here. Okay, now so this is the map view of our nodal center, how many nodal centers we have all across the India. So this is a cluster view. But once you go for the scatter view, so just you can see the name of that nodal center. Once you move your cursor over on the blue dot, so just you can see the name of that particular nodal centers pan India. Okay, but once you again scroll down, will comes to the bottom of this slide, then here you all can see the nodal center overall usage and year wise usage, right? So simply I'll go for the 2025 and I'll just select the state, like I'll go for the Tamil Nadu, and simply I'll click on the search button. Okay, so once I'll click on the search button, so you can see the name of institutes who is the nodal center of virtual lab in Tamil Nadu. Okay, so almost 106 entries, means 106 institutes in Tamil Nadu we have a nodal center. Okay, like here how you can search the name of your institute. So simply I'll go for the search option and just I'll type the JP. So here you can see the JP College of Engineering. Okay, and your current ranking is 56 and your user each and everything is 0. Why? Because you are on newly nodal center and you do not have conducted any workshop till now. So once these workshop will be get conducted, so we'll just you are going to get a sign attendance sheet. So we'll collect the attendance sheet, we'll upload a photo, and we also upload the workshop report. So once we'll get all data and has been uploaded on our VLab portal, so your rank might be increased. Okay, so that is based on the usage. If any institutes get the more usage, then they can got the first rank in their state. If any institutes comes under category of top 3 rank, then there is a appreciation letter has been given by the IIT Delhi, and sometimes we also provide a memento of IIT Delhi. Okay, so this is how just you can make the use of this portal, and you can become an active user of virtual lab platform, and you can send the daily basis data, and that has been get uploaded, and this is how you can increase your rank. Okay, so this is overall about the outreach portal. So currently you all can see that on the first rank we have a St. Joseph College Engineering and Technology. Okay, its overall usage is almost more than 1 lakh, 1,10,000. Then on second we have Dhanlakshmi, on third we have a Mount John. So this is the top 3 colleges who comes under the top 3 rank of Tamil Nadu. Okay, now this is overall from my side. So what we'll do, just we'll switch to the next part. So that is the demonstrations part. So what I'll do, just I'll take a halt from over there. Now I'll hand over these sessions to our colleague Mr.Shivam Yadav. He will come and he will demonstrate some experiment from the different domains. So you can got the idea that how you can perform the experiment virtually, and what are the various steps and procedures just you have need to follow. Okay, so now it's over to you, Shivam, and thank you so much each and everyone for listening to me very carefully. So that's all from my side. Thank you. Now it's over to you, Shivam.
Thank you so much, sir. So my name is Shivam Yadav, and I am a senior executive engineer at Virtual Labs IIT Delhi. So as we done with our first part of the session, like the presentation part, now we will move towards the second part. So here we just demonstrate some experiment from different domain, so that you can know about that how we can access the VLab platform. So first I'm just sharing my screen. So let me confirm that my screen is visible or not.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Yeah, thank you. So now I'm quickly go to the website of the virtual lab, that is vlab.co.in, and over there we just have to scroll down. So here we will find out the objective and the philosophy of the virtual lab, and after when we scroll down we will find out the broad areas of virtual lab. So as we discussed that we covered each and every domain related to the science and engineering in broad areas of virtual lab, right? So over there we start from the CSU domain. We just try to explore the CSU domain, then we will move towards the mechanical and civil, right? So first we just have to discuss that how we can select the domain. So we just have to click the name of the domain. So these are the hyperlink of the domain. So we just have to click it. So when we click on the domain name, we will find out all the labs that is in CSE domain. And in the right hand side, we will find out that institute has been designed or developed the particular lab. Right? I mean, like AI, computer graphics, computer organization, cryptography, data structure. So over there, we start with the basic experiment, so that we can know that how we can explore and how we can take the advantage of virtual lab. So we directly select the problem solving lab that has been developed by IIIT Hyderabad. So just select the lab name. So we will redirect it to the particular lab. So here we will find out so many tabs like introduction, objective, list of experiments, target audience, course alignment, and feedback. So in the introduction part, we covered all about particular lab, that is problem solving lab. So we covered all about it. After that, we have the objective. So in the objective, we covered the aim or the motive of the lab. And then we have the list of experiments part. So in the list of experiments part, you will find out we have 10 number of experiment in the problem solving lab. So as we discussed that each lab contain 5 to 15 experiment. So this particular lab contain 10 number of experiments. So you can select any experiment, whatever the experiment you want to perform, and you can perform it. So for the demonstration purpose, we go with the fourth experiment, that is factorials, right? So just select the name of the experiment. So after when we select the name of the experiment, so in this experiment, we have all the different tabs like aim, theory, objective, pretest, procedure, and so on. So that's why we say virtual lab provide complete learning management system, because we have all the different tabs, and with the help of these tabs, you can learn any concept in an easy way. So first we have the aim part. So we have to discuss what is the aim of the experiment, that is factorial. So here we just have to solve two problems. So in the first problem, we have given a positive integer. We just have to find the factorial of that integer, and then we have to count number of zeros at that particular factorial. So this is the first problem. After that, we have the second problem. So again, we have given the positive integer. We just have to find the factorial of the number, and then we just have to count the number of zeros at the end of the factorial. So this is the second problem. So these two problems we have to solve in this particular experiment. After done with the aim part, when we know what we have to do in this particular experiment, we will move towards the theory tab. So just click on the theory tab. So in the theory tab, you will find out all about the particular problem, all about the concept of factorial, and you just have to go through it. So you will know each and everything related to the experiment with the help of theory part. After that, we have the objective tab. So in the objective tab, we covered what is the motive, or what is the goal of the particular experiment. So here we just have to solve the problem related to the factorial with the help of computer programming language. So in this particular experiment, we have option of two languages, that is C or C++, and with the help of that, we just have to write the code for both the problems, right? Now we will move to the next step, that is the pretest part. So in a pretest tab, we have some multiple choice questions so that you can solve it and to know how much you learn with the help of, like, how much you know about this particular experiment, that is factorial. So this is pretest part. So you just have to answer the questions. Like over there we have four options. So if you know the answer, so just select select the correct option, and if you don't know the answer, so you can select the random option also. So over there we start with selecting some option over there, and after that we just click on the submit quiz button, so that we can know how many answers are correct and how many are incorrect. So you all can see from the four answers as we selected, so 3 is correct from the 5. So wrong answer is highlighted with the red color. Now you can reevaluate yourself by selecting some different option. So for the fourth question, I am selecting first option, that is A, and for the fifth question, I am selecting the C option, that is do while. And now again click on the submit quiz button. So you will find out we got 5 out of 5. So the correct answer for the fourth question is the A option. So as you can simply reevaluate yourself by selecting some different option, so that you can know what is the correct answer for the question. So this is all about the pretest tab. Now we will move to the procedure tab. So just click on the procedure. So in a procedure tab, you will find out what we have to do in the simulation. So what we have to do here, we have a problem, and with the help of programming language, that is C or C++, we just have to write the code. So we have option of two programming language, that is C or C++, and we have to write the code. We have two problems, so we have to solve the problems individually. Like we have to solve first problem, then we have to move towards the second problem. Then after done with procedure part, we will move towards the simulation. So just click on the simulation. Now click here to perform the experiment. So when we enter to the simulator part, you will find out we have different options. So first we have the option that is choose file to load. So what is the use of this option? So if you know the problem and you already write the code and save your file in your file manager, so you just have to click on the choose file button. And when you click it, so you will find out all the different files over there. Whatever the file you save here for the code, you just have to select it and click on the open button. The code will open to your editor part, and also you can type the code manually to over the editor. And then after the editor part, like below of the editor, you will find out the option of languages, right? So when you click to the drop down menu, you will find out both the both the programming language, like C and C++. So we go with C++. So you can select any language, whatever the language you are referring, like you are using. So according to that, you can select it. Then we have the option of problem numbers. So as we discussed, we have to solve two problems individually. So here with the help of drop down menu, we just have to select the problems. So as here we are solving the second problem, so just select the second problem. And if you forgot the problems, like what is the first problem or what is the second one, So don't need to worry. You just have to click on the eye icon. So when you click on the eye icon, you will find out both the problems with complete description, input and output. So everything is mentioned over there. You just have to simply read it and again come back, and according to that you can select the problem. Then we have the two buttons, that is compile and run button. So we just use these buttons after typing the code in the editor part. And then in the right hand side, you will find out a hint box. So what is the use of this hint box? As we know that if we are a beginner or we are a new coder, so we just require some kind of hint, right? So we just give some hint levels here. So you just have to click to the drop down menu and you will find out 4 levels here. So when you select hint level 1, you will find out 20% of the code which problem we selected here. So as we select the second problem, so this is the 20% code of the second problem. Now the different levels contain different percentage of the code, and when we select hint level 4, so you will find out the complete code. So you can use this hint box as a hint, and also you can use it as a cheat code. So over there we have a limited time, so I'm just copying the code and paste it to the editor part, right? So after that, just paste it and then click on the compile button so that we can know is there any compilation error or not. So you will find out on the right hand side that your compilation is successful, which means there is no any compilation error. Now we just have to click on the run button so that we can get the output. So below of the editor, you will find out we have 5 different columns. First one is our input data, then expected output, then we have a code output. After that, we have a result, and lastly, we have a remark. So in input data, we already give some default values as an input, right? So here we already give 4 inputs, and what is the expected output of that? Like what we expect with our problem. So that is the expected output. Then we have the code output, like what our code is giving the output. So that is the code output. And lastly, we have a result. If our expected output and code output is similar, so our result is passed, otherwise it will be failed. Okay, so this is the problem that we solve over there. So you can select second problem, and you can also change the programming language, and you can perform the same experiment. So this is all about the simulator part of the factorial experiment. Now we will move to the next step, that is the post-test tab. So just click on the post-test part. So post-test part is similar as pre-test part, but it is after the simulation. So why we give it after the simulation? So that you can know how much you learned with the help of this simulation part. So that's why we just give it after the simulator. So you just have to select the option, and again you just have to follow similar process. Just click on the submit quiz button and you can see your score. So this is the post-test tab. Now we move to the next step, that is the feedback part. So in a feedback part, you can simply share your experience with us, that how you feel while you are performing the experiment with the help of virtual lab. So you can simply share your experience with us. Like if you are thinking that there is something interactive, you want to suggest anything, so you can share your experience with us. And we will use your feedback so that we can enhance the quality of the virtual lab platform, right? So this is all about this particular experiment from the factorial and this particular lab, that is problem solving lab. So as we perform one experiment from the CSE, now we just perform one more experiment from the CSE domain. So just close this particular tab and again come back to the CSE domain, and then select the any lab over there. So we go with computer programming lab that has also been developed by IIT Hyderabad. So just select the lab name, and over there you will find out all the similar tabs. So we directly jump to the list of experiments. So in this particular lab, we have 9 number of experiment. Okay, so you can select any experiment and you can perform it. So we directly go to the 9th experiment, that is recursion. So just select the experiment name. I think some student already know about the recursion. Okay, so over there you will find out we have all the different tabs like aim, objective, theory, pretest. So we already discussed each and every tab in detail from previous experiment. So for this experiment or for the further experiment, what we do, we mainly focus on the main tabs. Like aim part, we mainly focus on the theory and the simulator. Okay, so these things we only cover from the further experiments. So first we start with the aim part. So what is the aim of this experiment, that is recursion? So here what we have to do, we have a bigger problem, and with the help of recursive method we just have to solve it. Okay, like we have a bigger problem, we have to break it into a smaller part and we have to solve it with the help of recursive method. So this is the aim of the experiment. Now we move to the theory part. So in a theory part we covered all about the recursion, like what is the recursion, what are the steps you will find out over there. But I will give you the small definition of the recursion. Like recursion is a process or a technique where function call itself again and again to solve any problem. So this is the basic definition of recursion. Okay, and if you want to learn more about it, so you can simply refer the theory part. So everything is mentioned over there. Also there is the video tutorial, and with the help of this video tutorial you will learn about it. Now we directly jump to the procedure part. So in the procedure part you will find out all like how you can solve the simulation, so that thing is mentioned over there. And then we have a simulation part. So in a simulator we have some different problems like sum of numbers, power of numbers, factorial of numbers, Fibonacci series. So these problem you have to solve in the simulator part, right? But after that we have one problem, that is tower of Hanoi. So over there in this particular experiment we will solve that problem, that is tower of Hanoi, right? So in this particular problem we just have to select the number of disk and we have to move the disk from source to the destination. So first we have to know about what is tower of Hanoi. So tower of Hanoi is that in that we have three rods. So first rod is the source rod, second is the destination rod, and third one is a auxiliary or temporary rod. Now what we have to do, we have n number of disks on the source rod and we have to move all the disks from source to the destination. So that's the final output or final result we get. So here what we have to do, we just have to enter the number of disk with the help of initialize box. So as I am entering 3 number of disk and then click on the OK button. So on the source rod you will find out we have 3 number of disk in increasing order. Now we just have to move all the disk from source to the destination in similar order, like in increasing order. So now what we have to do, we just have to follow 3 conditions to move the disk from source to the destination. So what are those 3 conditions? The first condition is that we can only move the top disk from one stack or one rod to the another one. This is the first condition. The second condition is that we cannot place the larger disk on the top of the smaller disk. That is the second condition. And the third condition is that we can only move a single disk at a single time, like from one rod to the another one. So this is the third condition. So these 3 conditions we have to follow and move the disk from source to the destination. Now we just have to click on the start button. So when we click on the start button, under the step execution box you will find out the complete code of tower of Hanoi problem. So this is the complete code, and which like currently which line is executed from the code, that is highlighted with the red color. So with the help of this code you will find out how in real time how the particular code will work. So that way you will find out with the help of this step execution box. So we just have to click on the next button and you will find out the execution is changes between the lines. Now again we just have to click on the next button, and after some time you will find out some changes over there, like execution of code you will find out, and then you will find out some changes over there. The first disk will move from source to the destination, the second disk is moved from source to the temporary or auxiliary one, and the last disk is placed their position, that is the source rod. Now what is the next step? So the next step is that we can only move we can only place the smaller disk on the top of the larger disk. So the source disk will move from a destination that smaller disk will move from source to like destination to the temporary one. Okay, so now again click on the next button, so you will find out the disk will move from a destination to the temporary one. Now the next step is that the larger disk will move from source to the destination. So just again click on the next button, so you will find out, and according to that your code is executed. Then again just click on the next button until unless your code is completely executed. So over there you all can see the notification. by following some conditions. So here at last we have to know how many number of steps we are following to move the disk from source to the destination. So we follow 7 number of steps to move the disk from source to the destination. So how we can calculate that? So there is the formula, that is 2 to the power of n minus 1. So n is the number of disk. So here we take n, that is 3. So just put the value of number of disk, that is 3. So 2 to the power of 3 is 8, and 8 minus 1 is 7. So 7 number of steps we have to follow to move the disk from source to the destination. And if you take more than that, so that is the wrong step you are doing. Okay, so this is all from this particular experiment, that is recursion. So this is a simulator part. You can take different number of disk here, like you can take 4 or 5, and you can perform the same experiment. So this is all from one more experiment from the CSE domain, that is from the computer programming lab. I think now you all can get that how we can access the virtual lab platform, right? So you can perform the experiment from the AI as well. You can perform the experiment from the computational linguistics. So there is so many labs that is available. Now we just quickly come back to the home page, and over there we are selecting some different domain, like we are selecting mechanical engineering domain here. So just select the mechanical engineering. Just go to the broad areas and select the mechanical engineering domain. Now you will find out we have all the labs that is in mechanical engineering. Now over there we select heat transfer new lab that has been developed by NIT Suratkal. Okay, so we just have to select the lab name. So after that you will find out all the similar tabs. So we directly jump to the list of experiments. So in this particular lab, that is heat transfer lab, we have 10 number of experiment. So we go with the first experiment, that is thermal conductivity of metal rod. So just select the experiment name. Now you will find out all the different tabs we already discussed. So first we start with the aim part. So what is the aim of this experiment? So what we will do here, we just determine the coefficient of thermal conductivity of the metal rod, and then we just measure the temperature gradient along the length of the metal rod. So this is the aim of the experiment, what we have to do in the simulator. Right, now we quickly go to the theory part. So in the theory part, you will find out each and everything related to the formula, related to the theory part. So everything is mentioned over there. So these are the thermocouples, this is the heater. So with the help of this apparatus, we are performing the experiment. So that thing is mentioned over there. After that, there is also mentioning the formula so that we can calculate the thermal conductivity of metal rod. So all the thing we will discuss in the simulator part. Now we directly jump to the simulation. So in the simulator part, you will find out all the 4 different tabs, like objective, description, experiment, and the solve part. So first we have to discuss the objective. So we already discussed the objective of the experiment in the aim part. Now we go to the description part. So in the description part, you will find out each and everything related to the apparatus, related to the diameter, related like what are the thing we are using here. So that thing is mentioned in the description part. After that, we have an experiment part. So in experiment part, you will find out this is the simulator page, and over there, what we have to do, we have a heater, we have 5 different thermocouples so that we can calculate the temperature. And lastly, we have also one water flow. So there is an input of water flow is 26 degrees Celsius. But after the water flow is touched with the heating rod, or we can say that the heater, so what the output we get? What is the temperature of that water flow? Okay, so that thing we just have to see over there. So first we just have to set the voltage, like what the voltage we have to take. So we will take 20 volt. Now we just have to click on the start button. So we just have to wait for a few seconds for steady state. Like you will find out the heater is like starting, and over there from top to the bottom, or we can say that from left to right, the temperature is decreasing. And according to that, in the thermocouple, you will find out the different temperature. Like we take 4 temperature thermocouples. So here you will find out we have 5 different temperatures here. And after that, you will find out the water flow here. So the input of water flow is 26 degrees Celsius. But what is the output? So the output is 27.2 degrees Celsius. So the temperature is increasing if the water is touched with the rod. Okay, so this is the thing we calculate here. We got some different temperature value. We got VF. Now we just have to calculate the thermal conductivity. That is the aim of the experiment. So we just have to go to the solve part, and in the solve part you will first find out the temperature and the length. So when we increase the length of the rod, so temperature is decreasing. So that thing is shown by this particular graph, and after that you just have to calculate the temperature gradient, that is dt by dx, and then we just have to calculate the thermal conductivity of rod. So this is the formula to find out the thermal conductivity of rod. So here we have k is equals to minus m f c Cp delta T by A dt by dx. Okay, so over K is thermal conductivity, M is mass of the substance, Cp is the specific heat capacity, and the delta T is the temperature gradient, which means change in temperature over there, and A is here cross sectional area of the rod, and dt by dx is the temperature gradient along the rod length. Okay, so this is all the different parameters we use here. And why we use minus here? So negative sign indicates that the heat flow from higher to lower temperature, like opposite to the temperature gradient. So that's why here we use minus. Okay, so first we just have to calculate the temperature gradient. So I'm entering some random value over there because I don't know the answer and we have to calculate. So we have a limited time. So that's why I am just entering some random value over there, and then click on the check button. So when once you click on the check button, you will find out correct answer for that. That is minus 315.71 degree Celsius per meter. So that is the output. So we just enter that output here and then click on the check button. So you will find out this is the correct answer. Now what we have to do, we just have to calculate the thermal conductivity. So we got 3 dt by dx. So just put the each and every value in this particular formula, and also you can calculate that. But over there again we are just entering some random values, and again click on the check button. So you will find out the correct answer for that. That is 37.99 watt per meter Kelvin. Okay, so this is the correct answer for that. So you can select some different voltage and you can calculate the value of temperature gradient and the thermal conductivity of a rod. Okay, so this is the one experiment from the mechanical engineering domain. There is so many labs like the fabrication lab or and so many labs are available in the mechanical engineering domain. So you can select the lab name and you can perform any experiment. Now we just perform one more experiment from the civil. So just again come back to the home page and scroll down and go to the broad areas of virtual lab and select the civil engineering domain. So just select the domain name, and after that you will find out all the different labs. So over there we go with the first lab, that is advanced remote sensing and GIS lab, new, that has also been developed by NIT ke Surat Kal. So just select the lab name. Now again we have all the similar tabs, so we directly jump to the list of experiments. Here we have 10 number of experiment again. So we just go for the 8th experiment, that is solar panel monitoring using data from UAV with thermal camera. So we are just selecting the experiment. Now you will find out all the tabs here like aim, theory, pretest, procedure, simulation, and so on. So we start with the aim part. So what is the aim of this experiment? So what we do, we just obtain a thermal map using a UAV with a thermal camera. So here what we do, we just monitoring the solar panel and find out the fault. So where the fault in the solar panel. So that thing we have to find out with the help of thermal camera here. So this is the aim of the experiment. Now we quickly go to the simulation part. So just click on the simulation. So these are the all apparatus we are using, like we are using drone, we are using thermal camera. So this is the thermal camera. We are using battery, interface devices, USB cable, and the landing pad. So these apparatus we are using to perform this particular experiment. Now what we have to do, we just have to click on the next button. So over there, first what we have to do, the first step is that we have to unfold the antenna of the transmitter on both the sides. So these are the antennas in the transmitter. So we just have to unfold it. Now again click on the next button, and over there with the help of hand we just have to like hold the transmitter and insert the screen into it. like the iPhone or iPad, you can say anything. You just have to put it to the transmitter and then just connect it. And again click on the next button, and over there what we have to do, we just have to insert the battery to the transmitter. So now we are inserting the battery into the transmitter. So this is the back view and the top view of the transmitter. Now just click on the next button. So this is the box, and in this particular box we have a drone. So we just have to remove it. So just open the clips and remove the drone from the case. Now this is the drone. So we just have to click it. So you will find out the drone over there. Now again click on the next button. So now we just have to open the arms of the drone, okay, and then lock it. So just open it, like we just have to adjust it and then lock it. So we just have to follow similar process for all the four arms. Then click on the OK button. So you will find out we fix all the forearms, and then we just have to lock it. Now click on the next button, and then we just have to put the propeller onto the motors. Like we have here four motors. So just put the propeller to all the four motors, right? And after putting the propeller to the motors, now again just click on the next button. So this is the drone we take it, and now we just have to take the fully charged battery and put it to the slot. We just have to insert it into the drone, and then click on the OK button, and then click on the next. So over there now we just have to unfold the landing pad, so where we just start the drone up. So just this is the landing pad, we just have to open it. Now now we just have to place the drone on the landing pad, and then click on the next button. So you will find out what we have to do now. We just have to open the noob, and we have to place the thermal camera. So just click on the hand, and you all can see we open the noob and place the thermal camera over there. Just place the thermal camera so that we can detect the radiation, and with the help of radiation we will find out the fault. Now this is the transmitter. We just have to open the flight plane and start the mission. Okay, so just click on the hand, just start the drone over there. So you all can see this is the map. So here we have all the different solar panels on the top of the roof. We just have to find the fault here. So first we just have to create the project name. So what is the project name we take? So we just input the one. Now what the type of plan we are doing? So we just have to fly the drone to all the panels area. Then we just have to take the height of the flight. So that is in meter. So we have two flight height, that is 50 meter and the 60 meter. So we take it 50 meter. After that we have a resolution part. So in a resolution part, that is in centimeter per pixel. So here the resolution part is 2.5. Now what we have to do, the flight time is 8.04. Now we just have to click on the show area part. So this area we just flying the drone over there, so that we can find out the fault. Now what we have to do, we take number of batteries, that is 2, and images we will take, that is 131. So now we just have to check the pre-flight things, that our drone is fixed, the transmitter is fixed, landing pad is perfect, and the iPad is perfect. Now we just have to start the mission. So just click on the start button. So you will find out the blue arrow, yellow arrow. So yellow arrow shows the drone. Okay, so we are just moving to all across the panels and collecting some images. So over there you will find out the increasing of the number of images here, as the drone is like flying all over the area. So we just take over there. So the simulation speed is 5 times the actual speed, right? So over there we collect total number of images, that is 131. Now just click on the OK button, and then we just have to upload the data. So just click on the upload and click on the OK button. So over there we just upload the data. After completing the 100%, just click on the next button, and over there you can see the result either in ortho mosaic and other, that is thermal. So we just click on the thermal button because we take thermal camera. So you will see the thermal radiation from different areas, and according to the temperature you will find out the fault. Then again click on the next button. So over there you will find out we have some panels, and just click on here, and then click here, and lastly just click here. So you will find out these are the areas we got fault in the solar panel. Okay, so with the help of this thermal camera we find out the fault throughout the solar panel. Okay, so these are the panels that is in faulty state. Now click on the next button and you will find out the observation. So here we just see how much area we covered, that is 6 acre. Number of battery we used, that is 2. Front overlap we take 75% and side overlap we take 70%. And after that we have the observation table. So we have 4 columns. First one is for the flight height. So as we take the 50 meter, so for the 50 meter these are the readings, and for the 60 meter these are the readings. So that thing is mentioned over there. So this is all from this particular experiment, that is solar panel monitoring using data from UAV with thermal camera, so that you can find out the faulty solar panel. So this is all about this particular experiment from the civil engineering domain. So I think we performed 4 experiments from 3 different domains. Now I just hand over the session to Mr. Sani Kumar, and he will perform some experiment from the electrical, electronics, and from the applied sciences. So that's all from my side. Now, thank you, and thank you for being a nice audience. So, Sani sir, up to you.
Thank you, Mr. Shivam. Uh, Good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to all the participants who have joined us this session today. My name is Sani Kumar, and currently I am working as a senior executive trainer at Virtual Lab IIT Delhi. So today I am going to show you some different experiment in different domain like electrical, electronics and communication engineering domain, physical science, and the chemical science. So let's going to start. So let me share my screen. Please, anyone is confirm that my screen is visible or not?
Yes, Sani, it's visible.
Visible, sir.
Okay.
Visible.
Okay. So first of all, how to go for choosing the domains of the virtual lab? To choose the domain, we need to scroll down the homepage of the virtual lab. We will find broad areas of the virtual lab where we can see some various domain, and those domain who are belongings from the science and engineering areas which are covered in this broad areas of the virtual lab. So what we have to do, just simply choose your own domain, those domain you want to perform your experiment. For example, if you want to perform some experiment in a mechanical science engineering domain, so you can choose the mechanical engineering domain. If you want to perform some experiment in electrical engineering domain, so you can choose the electrical engineering domain. So here I am going to start with the electronics and communication engineering domain. So I am choosing the EC domain. So what will be doing next? Just simply click the name of this domain. And once you click the name of this domain, we will redirect it to the list of labs where we can see some various labs, and each labs has been developed by the different institute. So for demonstration purpose, I am choosing the analog and digital electronics lab. This lab is the new lab, and this lab has been developed by the IIT Roorkee. So simply we need to click the name of this lab. And once you click the name of this lab, we can see a new interface is over here in front of you, where we can see some various tabs like introduction, objective, and list of experiment. So I'm directly going to the list of experiment. So in this list of experiment, we have the 9 number of experiment. So for demonstration purpose, I am choosing the first number of experiment, that is familiarization with general breadboard. So just simply click the name of this experiment. So once you click the name of this experiment, again we will redirect it to the list of tab, where you can see several tabs like aim, theory, pretest, procedures, simulator, or reference, contributor, and feedback. So we have the limited time, so I'm not going to show you all the tabs. So I will show you only the aim and the simulator. Rest of the tabs are similar. Sir has already told you in the previous experiments. So here I am going to show you only the simulator. So firstly, we will talk about the aim. What is the aim of this experiment? So the aim of this experiment is to familiarize with breadboard. So when we heard a term breadboard, a question will be arise. What is the breadboard? So let us try to understand what is the breadboard. Breadboard is a prototyping board. Prototyping board means temporary board or solderless board, which is used for building on the circuit and testing on the circuit. So once we get familiar with the breadboard, let us try to perform some simulator. So I'm directly going to the simulator page. So this is a page of simulator. So before we get started with the simulator, let us try to take a quick look at the basic structure of the breadboard. So this is the breadboard, and there are the two types of the holes. First one is the horizontal types holes, and second one is the vertical types holes. So what is the important of these two types of the holes? So in horizontal types holes, there are the two terminal. First one is the positive and second one is the negative terminal. So and these two terminals is also called as the power rails. Okay. And the next we will talk about the vertical type source. So for vertical type source, we will always connect the LED, integrated circuit, resistance. Okay. So once we get the basic structure of the breadboard, let us try to perform some simulator. So in this simulator, uh, we have the two combination. First one is a series combination and second one is a parallel combination. So for performing the series combination, we have required some component like one breadboard, some resistance, some LEDs, and power supply. So I'm directly going to the component section, and we have taken all the components which we have required to perform this simulator. So first we have required one breadboard. So I am taking one breadboard. Again, we have required one resistance. So I am taking one resistance. Again, we have required some LEDs because we are performing the series combination. So we have required some LEDs. So I am taking some LEDs. Again, we have required one power supply. So I am taking one power supply. So after collecting all the components, let us try to connect all the components in the proper way. So if you are not connected all the components in the proper way, then you can't be get the result. So please, after collecting the components, let us try to connect all the components in the systematic way, in the proper way. So now I'm going to connect all the components in the systematic way. So this is the series combination. So firstly, we will connect all the LED in this series. So the LED L1, the terminal C will connect to the LED L to the terminal A. The LED L3, the terminal C will connect to the LED L3, the terminal A, and the C will connect to the ground. And the 5-volt supply will connect to the resistance R1, the terminal A, and the B will left, so B will connect to the LED L1, the terminal A. After completing the circuit, we need to check our connection to confirm whether our connection is right or wrong. So in virtual lab, how you can have to check your connection? So simply you can see the check connection button, just simply click it. So once you click the check connection button, you can see a pop-up message. For example, if you are doing the if you are connecting the right connection, if you are drawing the right connection, so you can see the right pop-up message. For example, if you are doing the wrong connection, again you can see the wrong pop-up message here. So here our connection is right. Just click the OK here and see the result. So what will be result of this experiment? We are performing the series combination. We are connected all the LED in the series. So what will be our result? Our result is our all the LED will be the glowing. So this is the our final result of this experiment. Our final result is only see the glowing of the LED. Okay, and next combination is the parallel combination. So parallel combination is just similar as the series combination. So this is from your side. Okay, so this is the one experiment from the electronics and communication engineering domain. So I'm going to perform some another experiment in the another domain. So I'm directly going to the home page of the virtual lab, and then after I'm choosing the electrical engineering domain. So just simply click the name of this domain, and once you click the name of this domain, again we will redirect it to the list of lab, and there are the several labs, and right hand side you can see the developing institute name. So for demonstration purpose here, I am choosing the basic electrical science lab. Again, this lab is the new lab, and this lab has been developed by the IIT Roorkee. So simply just click the name of this lab, and once you click, again you can see some list of tabs. So I'm directly going to the list of experiment, and here I am choosing the 8 number of experiment, that is to study the efficiency of single phase transformer by the load test. Just simply click the name of this experiment, and then after we will talk about the what is the aim of this experiment. So the aim of this experiment is to study the efficiency of single phase transformer by the load test. So in this experiment we will find the efficiency of the transformer and the voltage regulation of the transformer. So firstly we will talk about the what is the efficiency of the transformer. So the efficiency of transformer is equal to output power upon input multiplied by 100. And the voltage regulation of a transformer is no load voltage minus full load divided by no load voltage multiplied by 100. So in this experiment, we will find the voltage regulation and the efficiency of the transformer. So I'm directly going to the simulator page. So this is the page of simulator. So let us try to let us try to understand what are the main apparatus of this particular experiment. So this is the MCB, and this is a voltmeter, and this is a wattmeter, and these are the load, and these are the several load are there, and this is the barric. Barric is the variable transformer. It provide adjustable AC voltage, and this is a transformer, and again there are some voltmeter 2, ammeter 2, wattmeter 2, and these are some sensors. So I hope you all have you seen in your home. So this is the mcb. I hope you all have you seen your home. So let us try to connect to all the component in the proper way. So in this MCB, there are the two terminal. First one is the positive, and the second one is the negative terminal. So the terminal one will connect to the terminal 3, and the terminal 2 will connect to the barric of the terminal 4. Again, the voltmeter, the terminal 7 will connect to the terminal 5, and the voltmeter, the terminal 8 will connect to the terminal 6.
నారాజు మీది విఐటి యూనివర్సిటీ
Again,
మీది బిట్
the
యూనివర్సిటీ
terminal 7 will connect to the terminal 9, and 8 will connect to
కానీ
the
అక్కడ
terminal
చాలా
10,
చూస్తున్నాయి ఎవ్రీ టెక్నాలజీ
and
యూనివర్సిటీ
10 will connect to the terminal 13, and 13 will connect to
విఐటి
the
యూనివర్సిటీ
terminal
వెళ్ళు
14.
అంతా చూస్తున్నాయి
So I request to all the
అది
participants,
స్క్రోల్
please
చేస్తే
mute
అన్ని
yourself.
చూస్తున్నాయి
So
ఏది క్లిక్ చేయమంటారు
I request to all the
ఇది క్లిక్
participants,
చేయమంటారా
please mute yourself. So terminal 13.
మీరు వచ్చేసి వెబ్సైట్ www.viit.ac.in ఎందుకంటే మీ అడ్రస్ మీ
So can you continue, sir?
Please, anyone is confirmed that am I audible or not? Please, anyone is confirmed
Yes,
that
Sunny, you
am
are
I audible?
audible.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shivam. So let me share my screen. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
after completing the circuit, we need to check our connection. Either our connection is right or wrong. So here our connection is right. So now we will take the first reading. So our first readings is the no load, no load lamp readings. So no load lamp readings means our efficiency is zero and our voltage regulation is zero. So now I'm taking the second readings. Our second readings is the first row lamp load reading. Okay, so I'm just clicking the switch one for taking the first row reading and click the add to table. Then after you can see the efficiency of the transformer and the voltage regulation of the transformer. Whatever the efficiency of the transformer for the second load readings, you can see here. Okay, so now I'm clicking the switch two for taking the second row readings. Just click the add to table. So this is the second row lamp reading. And for taking the third reading, so just click the switch 3 for taking the third row reading. And also you can see the third row readings for the efficiency of the transformer and the voltage regulation of the transformer. So if you want to know what is the efficiency, what is the formula of the efficiency of the transformer, just simply go on the theory tab and see the formula of the efficiency of the transformer and the voltage regulation of the transformer. Okay. So after taking all the readings, then after click the plot the graph. So our graph will draw between percentage versus output power. So the green line indicate the voltage regulation of the transformer and the yellow line indicate the efficiency of the transformer. So this is the graph of this experiment. And if you want to print this page, so that's you can attach this print in your file manual and project file. Just simply click the print it. So that's you can attach this page in your file manual and the project file. So this is the one experiment in the electrical engineering domain. So now I'm going to demonstrate to another experiment in the physical science engineering domain. So I'm directly going to the home page and I am selecting the physical science lab domain. Just simply click it. Then after I am choosing the mechanics virtual lab, and this lab has been developed by the Amrita Viswa Vidyapitham. Okay, just simply click the name of this lab, and then after I am going to the list of experiment, and here I am choosing the third number of experiment, that is Newton's second law of motion. Okay, so firstly we will talk about what is the Newton's second law of motion. So the Newton's second law of motion is equal to force is equal to mass time acceleration. Yeah, force is equal to the rate of change of momentum. Okay, so in this aim of this experiment, we will understand what is the Newton's second law of motion, and then we will find the acceleration of the cart in the simulator, and next we will find the distance covered by the cart in the simulator in the given time interval. Okay, so after so once we get familiar with the aim, let us try to perform the simulator. So I'm directly going to the page of simulator, and here you can see there are the two icons. First one is a question mark icon, and second one is the maximize icon. So firstly I am clicking the maximize icon, so that's our screen is the full screen mode. Our screen will convert into the full screen mode. And what is the important of this question mark icon? Suppose if any student forgetting the theory, forgetting the procedure, then what will be doing next? So just simply with the help of question mark icon, you can easily easily read the steps and change the variable and perform the experiment. So I'm directly going to the variable section, and firstly we will talk about this apparatus. What are the apparatus of this experiment? So this is the cart, and our cart is attached with the pulley, and this is the weight, and weight is the hang with the pulley, and this is the pointer distance. So our pointer is the initial position here, and once I'm going to change here, so our pointer will move in the forward direction. So firstly, we will change the friction. So I am giving some friction. So with the help of cursor, just simply move your cursor in the slide for adjusting the changing friction. So I am giving some friction. Uh, then I'm going to adjust the changing hanging weight. Again, just move your cursor in the slide for adjusting the changing hanging weight. So I'm giving some weight. So you can see some changing in the weight. You can simply see some change in the weight. So I'm giving the hanging weight 15 gram. Okay. Then after I'm adjusting the change in cart weight. So again, I'm moving the cursor in the slide for adjusting the change in cart weight. So one circular ball is the 10 gram. So here are the three circular bar, means 30 gram. Okay. Then after change the pointer position. So our pointer position is moving forward 23 centimeter moving forward from the initial position. Then after click the start experiment. So once you click the start experiment, you can see our cart is moving forward direction. You can see our cart is moving forward direction, and also you can see the graph. This graph will draw between distance versus time, and if you want to show the result, just click the show the result and see the result. What will be the result of this experiment? So the result of this experiment, time taken to reach the pointer is 0.376 second, and the pointer distance is 23 centimeter, and the acceleration is 3.254 meter per second square. Just put all the value in the formula section. So we are using this experiment. Uh, we are found the distance of this we are found the distance of the experiment. So we are using the distance formula like s is equal to ut plus half at square. Just simply put all the value in the distance, displacement formula like s is equal to ut plus half ut square, and then we will find the result. Okay. So this is the one experiment from the physical science. Now I'm going to demonstrate you some another experiment in the chemical science engineering domain. So I'm directly going to the home page, and here I am choosing the chemical science engineering domain, and here for demonstration purpose I am choosing the inorganic chemistry virtual lab, and this lab has been developed by Amrita Viswa Vidyapitham. Again, we need to click the name of this lab, And then after I'm going to the list of experiment, and here I'm choosing the third number of experiment, that is acid based titration. Okay, just simply click the name of this experiment, and then after we will talk about the aim of this experiment. What is the aim of this experiment? So the aim of this experiment is to determine the amount of substance in the solution of unknown concentration using various tetrametric method. Okay, so I'm directly, then after I'm going to the theory part. So in this theory we can see the definition of the titration, and once you scroll down the theory page, you can also see the indicator. There are the several indicators are there, so simply you can learn and gain the knowledge. Okay, so I'm directly going to the simulator page. So this is the page of simulator. And again, there are the two icons are there. First one is a question mark icon. Second one is a maximize icon. So firstly, I'm clicking the maximize icon. So that's our scan is converted into the full scan mode. And again, what is the important of this question mark icon? For example, if any student directly jump to this page without reading the theory, without reading the procedure, just simply click the question mark icon and read all the steps carefully. And with the help of these steps, you can simply change the variable parts and perform the simulator. Okay, so this is the burette and this is the conical flux. Okay, so now I'm directly going to the variable section, and first I am selecting the titrant. So just click the drop down menu and select the titrant. So here I am selecting the hydrochloric acid. So hydrochloric acid is a strong acid. Okay, then we need to adjust the speed of titrant. So just move your cursor in the slide for adjusting the speed of titrant. So for example, I am giving the zero point 0.2 speed of titrant, and to if you want to perform this experiment in the very fast, so then you can select the speed of titrant is the maximum. So I am giving the maximum speed, so that's our experiment is easily performed. Our experiment is the quickly performed. Okay, then after I'm selecting the titrate. So I'm just click the again just click the drop down menu and select the titrate. So here I'm selecting the sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is the strong base. Okay, then I'm giving some normality. So our normality is 0.3 n. Then after I'm giving some volume of the titrant. So our volume of the titrant is 11 ml. Then after selecting the feasible indicator, we are uh, we are uh, we are collecting the strong acid and strong base. So what will be the feasible indicator are there? So the feasible indicator is the phenolphthalein. We are taking one strong acid and one strong base. So for these types of the components, we are using the indicator is phenolphthalein. We are feasible indicator is the phenolphthalein. So just I'm selecting the phenolphthalein and click here start the experiment. So you can see the color of the phenolphthalein is blue. And once I click the start the button, after getting some few seconds, you can see the pink color will be the colorless. So once you get the colorless color, so means our titration is complete. And read down the titrant use. How much titrant will be used in this experiment? So once I'm click the start here, you can see a drop down foliage start here. And after getting some few seconds, you can see the blue color will be the colorless. So once we get a colorless, so means our titrations is the complete. So here you can see the colorless is found. Just click the stop here and read down the result. The result is the titrant use. How much titrant are used? That is 4.4 ml. Okay, and just note down all the value like normality, volume of the tightened, and how much tightened use, and with the help of formula like N1, V1, N2, V2, and then after we will find the volume of the tightened. Okay. So this is the one experiment from the chemical science and engineering domain. So that's all from my side. So now I'm taking the hold on it, and now I'm taking the hold on it, and this session will hand over the Chandan sir. Chandan sir, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We're hearing.
So that's all from my side. So now I'm taking the hold on it, and so Chandan sir, can you hear me? Please carry on the session, sir.
Yeah, yes, Ani, sir.
Yes, sir.
Actually,
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
will
sir.
hand over the. I will take the session over there. Now, if I think we're done with the session part, like all part of our session, that is the first part and the second part. Now, if anyone have any query related to the virtual lab, so they can ask. Then we will conclude the session. Sir, if anyone have any query related to the virtual lab, so they can ask.
Sir, in virtual lab, hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir, my name is Dr. T. Venkatamani from ESB
Yes, sir.
College, Arur. So, as per the virtual lab, no need to maintain the real lab, huh? Because almost all the labs are covered. Mechatronics lab also covered, FM
Yes,
lab also
sir.
covered, all labs are covered. Then indirectly, no need to
Yes,
keep
sir.
the equipment. Huh? Are you recommend to AAC,
Uh,
this virtual lab?
Sir, actually, we follow AICT model curriculum. So we have around more than 180 labs are available on the virtual lab platform, and each lab contains some experiment. So as we can say that as a result, more than 1700 plus experiments are available. So I
Oh.
think there is so many experiment that is also similar to your syllabus.
Okay. Okay. No, actually, this will be most useful for the demo, sir. Demo in the classroom itself. About the lab, you
Yeah,
can give the
yes, sir,
demo
yes, sir.
in the class itself. Because in the lab,
Sir,
you
if
can't give the
yeah,
demo for the only all the students. But with this lab, in the classroom itself, out of 40 60 students in the classroom itself with the smart board, we can introduce about experiments, how to do the experiment, where you can how to get the experiments, how to plot the graph, everything. Am I correct?
yes, sir. Actually, sir, as we know that there is so many concept related to the data structure like the sorting, graphs, trees.
Yeah,
So where we just have some animated part, where we have the video part. So with the help of that, they can learn the thing in an easy way.
yeah, 100%, 100% true. This is very nice, sir. Very nice, and way.
Thank
The
you so
thing
much, sir.
is, no, if
Anyone
possible,
else? Yes, sir.
if possible, can you recommend? Can you inform to the ASC, sir, so that this also one part of the college curriculum. So we have paid the money and all no, for this virtual labs. Am I correct?
Sir, actually not now, but we are trying.
Please, sir. Thank you, sir. Nice.
Yeah, sure, sir. We will try that we
Okay.
can edit. Yeah. Anyone else have any query? So they can ask, or also they can type on the chat box else also if they have any query. Everything is clear to everyone.
So very clear, sir. Very clear. Very clear. I hope.
Okay, so I think we can conclude the session. So for future, if anyone have any query or any doubt and they want to ask anything and they want to reach us, so simply they just have to go to the homepage. So Sunny sir, just open the homepage of the virtual lab.
Virtual lab.
Okay, Shivam.
Yeah.
Please wait.
Yeah. So here we have the contact us tab. So just go to the contact us tab, and in the contact us part, you will find out two things, that is the mobile number and the mail ID. So with the help of that, you can simply contact us. If you want to suggest anything, if you have any query related to the virtual lab while you are performing the experiment, so simply you just have to reach us with the help of the mail ID and the mobile number. So I think
So, may I know the approximate way cost of the virtual labs? If you don't mind.
sir, they
Are you are you sending
for
free of
any
cost to
cost.
all the colleges?
Yes, sir. Basically, the free of education. So you don't need to pay a single rupees. As Chandan sir also mentioned in the
Thank you, sir.
presentation
Thank
part,
you.
it is completely open source platform. So I think we got one more query from the Kartikan. So they ask that what are the advantage of using a virtual lab compared to a traditional physical laboratory? So if you talk about your physical laboratory, so there are so many advantages of the virtual lab. So we just have to set a date and on that particular time we just have to perform the experiment. But virtual lab is designed for 24 into 7, and also you can try innovative whatever you want to do in the experiment, but that thing is not possible in the physical lab. So there is so many advantage of the virtual lab, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's
anyone
really good, sir.
else have any
It's
query?
really good. It is really good.
So thank you everyone. Thank you for being a nice audience. That's all from my side, and that's all from Team Virtual Lab. Thank you everyone. Now we can conclude it.
Hello, Shivam. Shivam, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, as I can see that there are some faculty members from the different colleges. So kindly tell them that how they can become the nodal centers of virtual lab.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, sure, sir. So, so from the student who are not the nodal center under the virtual lab IIT Delhi, Arun Mugan sir, can you mute yourself?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So as who are not the nodal center under virtual lab, so how they can become a nodal center under virtual lab? So I'm just sharing my screen and try to tell them that how they can become a nodal center under the virtual lab. So they just have to go to the virtual lab platform, right? And in the virtual lab platform, when you scroll down, you will find out the announcement section. So there is the announcement section. So in the announcement section, you will see the third point, that is to enroll as a nodal center. So you just have to submit this EUI form. So you just have to click it and you will find out one PDF. So you just have to fill all the details of your institute, and you just have to attach the AICT or UGC letter, whatever the affiliation of your institute or the university.
Sorry to interrupt
Okay.
you, Shivam, but
And
your
then you
screen
just
is
have
not
to
visible.
send.
Shivam, your screen is not visible. Kindly reshare it.
So I think now it's visible.
Yes, now it's visible.
Okay, so we just have to go to the virtual lab page, homepage, and then what we have to do, we just have to scroll down. So over there, you will find out announcement section. So under the announcement section, we have the third point, that is to enroll as a nodal center. So you just have to submit the expression of interest form to us on the mail ID, that is support@vlab.co.in. So you just have to click the link and you will find out a PDF here. So that PDF, you just have to fill it, all the details like the name of the institute, address, pin code, everything you just have to enter here. And then you just have to attach the UGC or AICT letter, whatever the affiliation you have. Okay, and these two documents you just have to share on the mail ID, that is support@vlab.co.in, who wants to become a nodal center under virtual IIT Delhi. Then after approval toward from the ministry, you will become a nodal center under virtual lab. Then we will send you a acknowledge mail, and on that acknowledgement mail you will find out that you can conduct the 1 day free workshop. There is some resource person from the virtual lab IIT Delhi, and they just conduct the workshop. Okay, so I think who wants to join us, so they can join with the help of this EY form. So thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir, for all the resource persons to share your insightful session with our participants. All good things come to a beautiful conclusion. To formally propose the vote of thanks and express our gratitude to all who made this workshop possible.
Almighty God for showering blessings, for granting us the knowledge and wisdom in successfully conducting this workshop on virtual labs by Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi. Next, I would like to thank our management, especially our founder and chairman, Reverend Father Dr. J.E. Arulraj Father, for his broader and wider vision in providing the best possible platform for enhancing the skills of our students and staffs. I'd like to thank our correspondent sister, Reverend Sister Dr. I. Arokya Mary Sister, who has delivered the inaugural address, and also for encouraging all of our students and staffs in continuously and systematically improving knowledge and skills. I'd also like to thank our principal, sir, Dr. M. Rajkumar, sir, for delivering the special address and for motivating us in actively organizing and participating in such knowledge-enhancing events like this workshop. I am very much thankful to all the knowledge experts from Virtual Lab of IIT Delhi. I thank Mr.Chandan Kumar, sir, who is the Outreach Incharge from IIT Delhi, Mr.Shivam Yadav, sir, who is the Senior Executive Engineer from IIT Delhi, and also Mr.Shani, sir, who is Senior Executive Engineer from IIT Delhi, also from IIT Delhi. So for your valuable time and sharing your immense knowledge, sir. Thank you for explaining what a virtual lab is, its salient features, differences between physical labs and virtual labs, the various supports that are available through virtual lab, experiments and simulations that we have conducted today, especially from various mathematics as well as various engineering domains, and guiding us in various other attending these relevant tests and then evaluating and reevaluating our test answers. Thank you once again, sir, for your valuable time and for sharing your knowledge. I would like to thank our institution nodal coordinator for virtual labs by IIT Delhi, Dr. K. R. Muganainar, sir, for welcoming the address, for the welcome address, and for the overall arrangements made for this workshop. Along with your department coordinators, I would like to thank Dr. E. A. Mohammad Ali, sir, IPS in charge of our institution, for introducing today's experts from IIT Delhi. Finally, I would like to thank our participants, both the students and the faculties from our institution as well as from other institutions who have attended this workshop both through online as well as offline. Thank you thank you one and all once again for your association with this workshop. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you each and everyone for giving your time, valuable time to us and listening to us very carefully. So thank you to all the participants.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, with this we
Thank you,
conclude
sir.
this workshop. We sincerely thank each one of you for your participation. Let us carry forward the learning from this workshop and will make the best use of the opportunities provided by virtual labs. Wishing you all a fruitful day of learning ahead. Thank you. Thank you all.
இந்த பிரின்சிபல்லாம் நேத்து அவரு அந்த மீட்டிங்ல பேசும்போது நினைச்சேன் நாளைக்கு எனக்கு நமக்கு வேலை இருக்கு. சரி அது வேலைக்கு தான் போறேன். ஒரு டாக்குமெண்ட் பெட்டர் கரஸ்பாண்டன்ட் மட்டும் மாற்றி அலைன்மெண்ட் கொடுத்து மாற்றி கொண்டு